Hey guys, welcome to the, I think, 5th episode of my coding scripting series. And in today's video, we will be talking about events. Now, I'm very excited for this because events is when you can actually make your game interesting and playable, and you could actually make it like a game. Um, so what are events? Events are basically stuff in code that basically run when a specific thing happens. Like if you touch a part, if you press something, if you talk to someone, if you do anything, to be honest, even if you join the game. That's what events are, and they're very useful for coding, and probably one of the main stuff. So in today we will be doing some stuff with events, and the first thing we will do is a kill break. So add a part, make it whatever color you want, and I'm just gonna make mine neon and red, like usual kill bricks, right? And what we could do is let's name it kill brick, and add a script. So for events, what we gotta start off by doing is script.parent, because we want the event to be associated with the kill brick, right? And then look, uh, another one, and then there's the lightning bolts one. The lightning bolts are events. So we have touch ended, attribute changed. We have touched. We have many different ones. Child removed. Right. What we're gonna be using is touched. Right. So this is basically saying that when script.parent, which is the kill break, and it's touched, what we want to do is this associates into functions. We want to connect it to a function, right? Also, this is what it should look like. So let me just say this again. After we write connect, we'll have this, right? So this basically connects it to a function. So we could do function inside of here, open some more parentheses, go right here and do that, right? So this is how it should look like. So now when it's touched, it will fire things. So let's do print touched. So now let's check the output. If we go up to it, it's gonna start saying that we touched it, right? So how do we make this a kill brick thing? First off, we have to figure out what touched it. So one thing for this, if you're in a normal script, go right here to the function thing and write hit. Right? So remember how we did the functions where you could put something in there and then use it later? Right, so this is what it does. And hit in this case, you could do anything you want, like touch part, right? And it will be the same thing, right? But what touch part in this case is whatever touched it, right? So what we could do is we could print touch part, right? So let's try that out. So let's see, we have base plate touching it, and then we have all of these stuff like right lower leg, right foot, left lower leg, left foot. We even got handle in there, right? So there's a lot of different stuff. The thing is, so there's a lot of different stuff. So what we want to do is let's see. So when we touch it with like our body part, it's gonna go right there. So let's check something. Let's check. So what we want to do is we want to get to the humanoid, because the humanoid controls the health. So if we look around in here, there's the health display right there. We could change it to 40, and you see I'm at 4 HP. We want to set it to 0 somehow to kill you, right? So let's see, what touches it? Does it work? Oh, I removed the thing. But right, so we saw like left foot, right? So how do we get to humanoid? We could do left foot dot parent, which will go to Cinco Twitch, and then we could go to humanoid. So let's do that real quick. Um, touch part dot parent dot humanoid dot health equals 0, right? So it works, but we want to make this better, right? This is what I usually do, right? If touch part dot parent find first child humanoid, right? So now I don't remember if we talked about find first child yet, but anyways, it will go to touch part, will go to its parent, which if you guys don't remember, it's gonna be the player in most cases. And if we could find humanoid in there, which means it's a player, right? Player touched it, right? what we could do is we could do touchpart dot parent dot health dot humanoid dot health is equals to 0, right? So now we'll make sure that a player touched it, and then we'll set, to like to make sure there's no errors in the code, and it makes it better, right? So that works very perfectly. Um, what else can we do? We could check if someone joins the game. So this time, what we're doing is we're adding a script into server script service. So you could just add a script like that, right? You could do it in anywhere else, but I recommend doing it in server script service. It's more organized that way, and it's like that, right? So what we could do is game.players, right? So there's different stuff like game.replicated storage, which is right there, and then we have game.players, right? This has the players when we join the game and stuff. So we want to see when a player joins. Dot player. So we could press that, and then we have all of these stuff, right? We have dot player added, which is what we want. We could also have if the player is leaving. So let's do that, right? Connect to a function, and then PLR or whatever you want. Let's just do var. So now we could print var.name, and then it'll say Trasenko Twitch, which is the person who joined, right? Um, so now we know when they join. What can we do with this? So for this we could do leader stat stuff. We could do so it gives you an item. I'm not gonna get into that right now because that will be in the later episodes. But it's very useful. What if we want to like when they join, we want to check if var.name is equal to, and then like someone else like Trasenko Twitch, right? So that's me. It will print owner joined, right? But then if it's not, then it's gonna print player joined, right? So it's very useful for stuff like that. And yeah, this is a pretty short episode, but let me show you one last thing. So if you go to view right here, and then we could find the object browser, right? So this is a very useful thing. I recommend you guys all to use this if you ever need to like figure out something, right? So let's look around for part. I want to see part. Right, part. Right. If we scroll down, all of these lightning bolts are events you could do for the part, right? Child added, ancestry changed. You could like also read it, right? There's also for like player scripts. There's different stuff. Players. Yeah, we have like player added, player membership change. It's all in here and it's very useful. I recommend you guys to use this if you want a further in-depth explanation, or if you want you could use the Roblox um forums kind of. I don't know. I don't remember what they are. But right. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot. I'm hoping that you guys learned how to use events in this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.